Hi folks, me again. Today I'm going to talk about how I met my wife. As some of you know, my wife died, my UK, my English wife, she died in 2018, bad way, pancreatic cancer. And I was at a loss, I really was. So I'd give up work already, I was retired. I retired early to look after my wife. And we did a lot of things. We had a place in Skegness, place in Birmingham. I've still got a place in Birmingham in the UK. We had a great life, I must admit. She was a wonderful, loving wife, and I miss her still, I really do, but life is life. Anyway, the end of 2019, November 2019, my friend says to me, "John, why don't you take a trip to the Philippines or Thailand?" I says, "Well, I don't really fancy Thailand because it's not many people can speak English, and we'd been to the Philippines before in the 80s. So I says, "I'll think about it." And after a couple of weeks, yeah, okay. So the middle of November, I booked a flight. And I went to Angeles because I thought, might as well go where there's some action, where there's some bars and whatever. Not that I'm looking for the girly bars, but I got there, stopped at a place called the Clarkton Hotel, which is, it's on the main run. It's a really nice hotel, good food, good accommodation, beautiful people running it. And on the first day, it says, oh, there's a free shuttle bus down to Walking Street. 6 o'clock, so I thought, oh, okay, well, I'll get the 7 o'clock bus. So anyway, I get down the stairs at about 7:15, and there's two guys there, two guys from Australia. They weren't Australian, one's from Scotland and one's from Singapore, and the names was James and Les. What a lovely pair of people I met. I hit the jackpot, literally. I hit the jackpot on the people I met. I mean, me and James, still good friends now. I haven't seen Les since 2019. But I had a great time. I met a wonderful girl who we kept in touch. We brought lost touch when the pandemic come, and that's another thing. I got home the end of November 2019. I was only there for 2 weeks. And all of a sudden, all over the news, a new virus, the COVID virus had come along. So I thought, okay, this is it. Then we was locked down for 2 years, as you know. I mean, yeah, I was quite shocked. I was looking forward to going back to the Philippines the year after. I wasn't going to go too fast. Anyway, after about a year sitting on my own, just sitting in the house doing nothing, because there was nothing to do. You wasn't allowed out because there was lockdown. Anyway, I thought, okay, let's have a look at these meeting sites for Filipinas. So I went on a couple. I tried Filipina Cupid, and there's a couple of others. Anyway, I thought, I don't really want to pay to join a site. So I found this site called Dating Asia, and that covers the whole of Asia. And I put a profile up, put a picture up, because I'm not the best looking guy. I'm an ugly old git, but anyway, I put a profile picture up, said what I was looking for, and I had a lot of girls answer me back. A lot of girls, 18, 20, too young. I don't like them young. I like them mature. So anyway, a couple of girls got back to me. I spoke to a couple on WhatsApp or whatever, and got on great with a couple of them. I mean, I was prepared to meet a couple of them. There was one in Leyte who was a nice looking girl. She kept asking me to send her money so yeah, I did. I was a fool, but we're all naive who live in the UK. So I sent her, it wasn't a lot, probably about £100, $120 US. And suddenly one day she sent me a picture of a mother lying on the bed, and I knew instantly. I said, okay, it's a scam. So I said, look, darling, I won't mention her name. I said, look, darling, I know you just want my money. And she says, I'm so sorry. She says, have a good life. And that was the last I heard of her. Anyway, next girl, she was around about 28, 30. She really was beautiful. And she was talking to me for a bit, and she says, oh, I'd like to meet you. I can't remember where she lived, but she had a fully built house, except for the windows, the doors and the furniture, but it was absolutely built complete. Showed me the pictures, and she says, oh, you're going to start to come over and see me. Oh, I said, well, how did you get the money? She says, I was OFW, which is an overseas Philippine worker. And then she started sending me unclothed pictures, and I thought, I'm not looking for this, you know. What do I do? So I said, look, darling, you're a little young. She was only in her late 20s, early 30s. I says, look, darling, you're a little young, and this is not what I'm looking for. And I don't really want a woman of childbearing age, because I'm not being selfish, but I suppose in another way I am. But I was looking for a woman that had no children, or had grown-up children, or didn't want children. So I said, look, this is not going to work out. So, okay, she said, no problem. And she moved on, and I haven't heard from her since. Anyway, a couple of months down the line, I was chatting to a few others, and hang on, there's a rescue going past. It's rude. Anyway, I was chatting to a few others, this and that. There was a lot of youngsters. Like I say, I wanted somebody who's mature. So this girl started to like me, and I thought, oh, that's better, more of a mature age. She was working in a pharmacy. So we got to talking, we got to WhatsApp. And this was, by the way, I don't know whether I mentioned it, this was it 2021 or 22? When I met you?
2020.
2020? Oh, okay then. So it was 2020 we started talking. But it was actually 2022 before I met you, because of the pandemic. Yeah.
March.
So we started talking in 2020, and we got on, and we called each other every single day. Sometimes we was on the WhatsApp for hours, talking about this and that, talking about everything, what she'd done with her life, where she'd been. She's never been out of the country. I've been a lot of places in the world, I'll admit, but I wasn't really looking for a wife. I was looking for a companion and someone to get on with, and a girlfriend. Anyway, 2022, I come along and we met at the Mactan airport, and we got on really well. We went out for dinners, and I think I was here for 3 months the first time I met her. So anyway, I went back home after 3 months, and we was missing each other, and after about, I think it's about another 2-3 months, I come back again for the next time for 6 months. And we got on. She'd got a little apartment on top of her sister's house, which wasn't finished building yet. So I says, okay, let's finish building that. And we built it into a one room. I put aircon in there, bought television, furniture. Yeah, okay. So after 6 months, I went back home again, and I says, next time I come back, I'm gonna come back for a lot longer. And I've been here 2.5 years now. So when we come back, we got married. We got married in a church, wonderful little chapel. It was a great church wedding. And really, that's that. And we've been getting on along ever so well ever since. I mean, she's my little beauty, and we try to do everything together. Anyway, folks, that's how I met my wife. And good luck to all you fellas out there. By the way, what I meant to add in, there is a lot of scammers, and it's not just on Dating Asia, it's on all of them. It doesn't matter which one you go on, which one, they're all vetted, so they say, but anybody can cheat anybody. It's not just the Philippines, it's all over the world. If you're going to get scammed, you're going to get scammed. You can get scammed at home just as you can, just as much as you can in Asia, but so remember that. So if anyone tells you all Filipinos are scammers, and so are all women scammers, if you let them. I mean, men are weak, I'll admit it, I'm weak when it comes to women, but now I don't have to be weak because I found myself the perfect partner. She really does look after me. If I bang my head on somebody, she's there, oh darling, trying to just bandage my head or whatever she does. Or if I banged my toe the other day and she's, oh, washing it, and she's putting what is it, alcohol on it. Oh, you've got to get some betadine to put on it. So she does look after me well. She's not my slave. She speaks really good English, don't you, darling?
Yeah.
Yeah, she does. She speaks really good English because she worked in a shop, obviously, and she dealt with a lot of foreigners. And also another thing is, I'm a second ever boyfriend, and the boyfriend before was about 16 years before, because believe it or not, in their own country, Filipinos find it hard to get a boyfriend. I think it's because they're very, very choosy. Because, yeah, they are very, very choosy. There's no ifs and buts about it. That's probably why they like a foreigner, because they know foreigners more, what would you call it, secure. Okay, folks, lovely to see you, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.